what I want to talk about is how unforgiveness manifests itself. We need to forgive ourselves for things we've done to our bodies.
That's true.
Made fun of a lot when I was younger. I didn't call names, but I've had to learn how to get through that and forgive and move on and take care of myself and deal with, certain things, because that's what God wants us to. This is talking about, it begins with resentment. We resent ourselves or other people for making fun of us when we're younger or whatever. Even yesterday, somebody could have made fun of you or whatever. And so I was kind of like, if you hold a grudge or, you want to expose them for what they've done, you just let it lie. And resentment leads to going over and over again in your mind what the offender did, recounting and reliving exactly what happened. You should not dwell on the incident or even think about it. It will not bring you any relief or release. Instead, it will cause you to become even more churned up. And I've seen this happen to me and other people. So I think it's really good how to get past that, because if you don't heal yourself, nothing else will heal.
Right.
So, because your mind and your body are together, and you've got to heal this first before your body can heal.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I'm Lisa.
I'm Penny.
Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and we're going to be talking about forgiveness and getting back to happiness.
Right. We are playing like a game, sort of, and then we're finding books.
Yep.
And we're trying to find things that pertain to what we've gone through in our journeys. Doesn't mean right before surgery or anything like that. It could be what led up to why we got bigger and things like that. One thing I've noticed that in my life, that I got made fun of a lot by other people when I was a kid. I was always the bigger, taller girl. So I've had to learn how to deal with that. And one thing that I've had to do, and it's hard because we're human, is you need to forgive that person and forgive yourself as well. You don't want to live with resentment, and resentment leads, I'm just using a quote from the book, leads to going over and over again in your mind what the offender did, recounting and reliving exactly what happened. You should not dwell on the incident and even think about it. It will not bring you any relief or release. Instead, it will cause you to become even more churned up. And that can lead to overeating, because you're like, comfort, oh man, I can't believe they did that to me, and you want to eat. So all of us need to put that power in God's hands, and we need to learn to forgive ourselves and forgive others so you can move on in your life.
Yeah.
Your mind and your body are together, and if you can't cure your mind or help your mind, your body's not going to be helped at all.
Right. I know a lot of people have, that gain weight or as even a bigger person, fight with that mental battle in their head all the time, and
they get mad at themselves, and they can't forgive themselves, and then they eat again, and then they get upset, and then
it's a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
And so you eat because you're upset, but yet then you're upset because you ate.
Right. Learn that behavior, forgive yourself, and just go on. You're gonna mess up. We're only human.
Yep. Every day is a new day.
Yeah. And just start over and try your best. It's all you can do as a person.
Yeah.
And don't beat yourself up, because it makes it worse. Believe me.
It does make it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember I was chubby when I was 10. I got made fun of really bad when I was 10 years old in school.
So
Kids can be really mean. But even as an adult today, do you know that I can go back to that 10-year-old, and if I let it will really, it messes with my head.
Yeah.
Because of that, though, even though I was a thin teenager,
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was fat
Right.
when I was a teenager. And I wasn't. I look back at pictures of me now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, what the heck was I thinking?
Right. I had the same problem. Yeah.
You know, but, you know, I started gaining my weight after having kids. Well,
Mhm.
my pregnancy led up to me just keep on gaining my weight and stuff, and bad marriage and all that stuff.
Me
And
too.
so but you end up beating yourself up.
Yeah. And you got to let go. Because if you don't, you're not going to get any better. And it's not going to help you lose weight. It's just a Band-Aid. I mean, you know. So that's how I look at things.
Yep. Did you have anything else in there?
Let me see here. There was a lot of other good things, but I thought that was a good start.
Well, that's a good start. And I found this book called Getting Back to Happy.
Yeah.
Which, you know, before my surgery, I was not a happy person.
Me
I was
either.
very upset with myself. I hated myself, you know.
Have you forgiven yourself?
I have forgiven myself.
Okay. So
And
you're feeling better because you have forgiven yourself?
yes, I have forgiven myself,
Me
and
too.
I hold better frame of mind because, well, the surgery is a tool.
Right.
You know, it's not a cure-all.
No.
You know, it's not a miracle cure. You know, it's a tool. And so because it's a tool, it has allowed me to have, I'm able to eat smaller, it's forced me to eat smaller amounts.
Right.
And so, and because I'm eating smaller amounts, it has changed my mindset towards food. Your mindset changes, you know, you're able to lose your weight and everything. And then your whole mentality changes, you know.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, if you forgive yourself, you can move on and get back to happy. Because I wasn't very happy, and now I am actually. I truly am happy. And I mean, I haven't lost all my weight yet,
No.
but I'm in the process of it, you know. And I liked what some of this book said. Actually, just right here in the front part of the book, actually, I liked how it said, "You are not the same person you were a year ago," which I'm not. A month ago or even a week ago. You're always growing. Experiences don't stop. That's life. And the very experiences that seemed so hard when you are going through them are the ones you will look back on with gratitude. And actually, I can honestly say that's probably true. You know, I can look back on, I don't like how I was before when I was heavy, but I can look back on it and I'm thankful that how things were able to turn around, you know. I had a health scare. I don't know if I revealed this on video or not. And but actually February of 2017, I wound up with pulmonary embolisms, and one traveled through my heart, or I don't know how many traveled through my heart, but I know I could have died, you know. And that was the thing that set the turning point that I needed to get on this track and get healthy, you know. So in a way, I'm kind of grateful that happened.
Yeah.
Or I would never have been able to get this done.
Right.
You know. And seeing how far you have come. And of course, it takes practice to get there emotionally and physically. And then it also goes on to say, the goal of this book is not to help you get rid of all your negative thoughts, feelings, and life situations. That's impossible. But the goal is to change your response to them.
Right. Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
And I think that's true too. And that kind of correlates to a couple of things I found in here too. It's like if somebody comes up and tries to offend you or give you criticism, how do you answer them? How do you respond to them?
Yeah.
Do you get crappy with them, or do you say, well, thank you? And, you know, I can always use help working on that. You know, it always depends on your response. I'd rather choose peace than bitterness.
That's true. Yeah.
So that's kind of, I think the bitter I was getting when I was, a couple years ago, it was making me even want to eat more.
Yeah.
I've noticed that,
Yeah.
so, because you go to that comfort food.
Yep.
I was mad at myself. So.
Yep. I also like start talking about, these rituals, putting yourself like in, create a ritual for yourself every day, basically, a positive one.
Mm-hmm.
And he has these gratitude mantras that I liked. When life gives you every reason to be negative, think of one good reason to be positive. There's always something to be grateful for.
Right.
The greatest secret to happiness and peace is letting every life situation be what it is instead of what you think it should be, and then making the very best of it. Another one is choose to smile today by taking life moment by moment, complaining very little, and being thankful for the little things that mean a lot. Another one is no, you won't always get what you want, but remember this, there are lots of people who will never have what you have right now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 3 more that I'm going to read. Happiness comes a lot more easily when you stop complaining about your problems and start being grateful for all the problems you don't have. Never let all the things you want to make you forget. Never let all the things you want make you forget about all the things you have. Today, focus exactly on what you have, not on what you haven't.
Mm-hmm.
The last one is be grateful for your life, be grateful for your life, for your health, your family, your friends, and your home. Many people don't have these things.
Right.
So.
And another thing, if you don't get to go out and walk tonight, don't get mad at yourself. Don't beat yourself up over the little things like that. Just say, okay, well, I'm just gonna have to do it tomorrow.
Do it tomorrow.
Yeah. And life goes on. If that's the worst thing that's gonna happen today, so be it.
Yep.
It's better than dying or being in the hospital, So I think us as people, we as people put things, the trivial things get to us too easily, I think sometimes, and we don't think about the bigger picture.
Right.
And,
Yeah. I put things in God's hands and let Him have control, because I can't, I can control what I do as far as what I eat and stuff, but as far as just life in general,
right.
then why worry about things?
No.
Worry doesn't do anything,
Mm-mm.
as long as you give it to God and let Him have control.
He's a lot stronger than we are. We're only
God's bigger than any problem.
Yeah, so. Well, there is a part here about judging people. And it talks about, I was reading it earlier, and it talks about how we shouldn't be judging other people. Well, I don't. That's one thing when I was raising my kids. I told them, if you ever make fun of a bigger person or whatever, I will swat your butt. Or anything. I mean, it doesn't even matter if it was a bigger person. It could be a mentally disabled, whatever. And because we're not to judge people. Mm-mm. We're all here for a purpose. And I think this book here, Total Forgiveness, there's a lot of good points in it. That it's kind of gives you a self-awareness when you're reading about it, how we shouldn't. Like, I don't know if anybody else, like, when I see people that are struggling, that have overweight issues on our journey, I start tearing up because I know I feel bad. But then I see other people making fun of them. What right do you have to make fun of them? Right. What makes you any better than anybody else? Because you're not. Nobody is. So I think we need to keep ourselves in check.
Yeah.
Because nobody's perfect, and we're,
Yep.
I just want to add that too.
Yep. I just think we need to let go of some things and forgive ourselves, be more positive. Mm-hmm. Don't let the small stuff, don't sweat the small stuff.
Right. And don't look at other people and start naming their faults. I mean,
No.
that's not any good either. I
No.
mean, we're no better,
Everybody has faults,
Right.
so.
We wouldn't be human if we didn't. So,
So, well, I think we're going to wrap this up. And thanks for watching. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Bye.